Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and welcome back to another beautiful Pisces reading. The second card that I've got today that I'm going to do a reading on is from the below to the above. This morning we got the Queen of Cups, beautiful, beautiful energy of receiving, and the reading was exquisite this morning from Spirit. They had wonderful, wonderful insight about the week that you currently just finished, and looking forward to the next week. Like I said, Power Month, so it's really powerful in a very different way, less what do you call labor intensive, more spiritually uplifting. So I like that. 27, as you know, I love the number 9. Number 9 to me is the closest we can get to spirit realm on the planetary plane, if you want to call it. When we strive to be 9s with our 3 and 6 of the planet, I think that we really come close to feeling the love that comes from that spiritual plane. There's just something not quite like it. If you've listened to any people having near-death experiences talk about this love, and you really listen to the part where they say, I was wrapped in love, you realize that they don't have words, but they can definitely convey in the way they speak the beautiful energy that they feel. This says, from the below to the above. So I'm going to read that, and no doubt it will be a beautiful, beautiful insight. It's time to shift your gaze from the path below to what is above you, for it is to these higher places you will journey to next. You will always have your feet on the earth, but for now, you must lift your spirits by looking up and seeing the top of trees. Learn what lies upon the next mountain. Discover the source that is the light that comes from the east at dawn. It is to the higher places, the higher thoughts, and the higher self that you must turn. For when you do so, the gift you hold within you will find exactly the right time, exactly the right place to be offered, and finally, to be fully held and appreciated. There you go. So this is what you're shooting for, Pisces. Higher. Higher above you. I know for a lot of, I've heard as above, so below. I feel that if you can live in the above, you know, up here where all this beautiful energy is, you can bring it into the below. In other words, the planetary plane. And I know it means something different, but at this point, that's what I'm feeling within me. Like if you can do that, you can really bring in that energy so that it surrounds you every single day. Been using Work Your Light, so I'm going to finish the week off with this one. I love these. Look how they came in together. Unbound, get grounded. It would appear that it's an exact opposite. But this is what they're saying. Let go, but stay grounded. Okay? Bring your spirituality in. I mean, it's so perfect. It's perfect. Releasing soul pattern contracts and past lives. Empaths. Highly sensitive, connect with nature. So, I love this because it's, if you see, this is, okay, this is like the same, almost like the same figures here. You see that? Okay. But you have to get grounded. You're here. Okay. So, we're gonna look at this Unbound. Hopefully I can find it. Always hard to find in this book for some reason, because you have different spots. There you go. It's time to release all soul stories and that have been playing out in your life. They are coming to be healed. There have never been safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is a life in which you free yourself from trauma of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it's also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. And if you watched this morning, I did say soften from a place of the heart. So this is just following through the same thing. You have to let it go from the mind to the heart and let the heart deal with it, okay? Even if it feels like it should be something that you need to use your mind for, trust me, use your heart. Your heart will serve you much better in these cases, because sometimes the mind, it's trying to make a logical solution out of things that have been with you, that are holding you down since you've been a child. So it's time to really go from a different, use a different point of view, a different standpoint, in other words, from the heart chakra, okay, like the center of you. Okay, so here we have get grounded. I wonder if it's the same place. No, it won't be, of course not. So let's see if I can find that. There we go. Okay. You're being called to get grounded to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it's all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are observing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. You're very likely an empath or highly sensitive person and need time to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw energy from others and those who draw their energies from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in high-frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree. Your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, and walk barefoot on the earth. I have been outside more than I have ever been, Pisces. I'll let you know that much. I feel that right now it is a life force that is keeping me balanced. So you may be feeling the same way. You may be feeling that you just need to go outside, even if it's to stand outside wherever you are, even if you're on concrete jungle, in other words, somewhere where there's not much nature. You want to find nature, a park, animals, plants. You're just drawn to that. And don't worry about it. It's normal. It's just like craving a fruit or a piece of pie or, you know, a sweet that you've been thinking about for weeks. It is something that your soul is trying to help you move towards, that to help you find the balance you need. So treat it as such, the same as you would anything else, okay? And it's funny how to get grounded on the planet in nature actually helps you spiritually. And it does. Right now, everything's trying to balance out from the tip of your toes to the top of your head. Okay? And beyond and below. I'm using this deck, and I know not a lot of people like it, but I don't know. It just called to me today. It is the Guardian Tarot. A lot of people call it freaky. Try not to get stuck on the cards. If you don't like the cards, listen to the message, okay? It's important we go beyond what we are looking at. You have the King of Swords, okay? This is a definite connection between the mind and the heart, okay? The master of the mind, which is the King of Swords right now, is telling you that you have to reconnect to your intelligence. Your intellect is telling you that you have to connect to the heart source. When you involve your heart center, your heart chakra, into the mastery of your mind, which we have, a lot of us have done this. We have mulled over things over and over again. Okay, so our minds can be very sharp, but sometimes so sharp that it cuts us. The heart brings in that softness, that openness that they've been talking about all morning. And that's how they're talking about going inside and letting the spirituality come in from the inside. Because when you deal with the heart, spirit comes in, you get a lot more bang for your buck, actually. Okay? Spiritually and on this spiritual path. The Crow. Or is that a raven? I'm feeling more crow vibes on this card than anything else. And I feel that he has a message, and that is the message. Okay, with the moon here in the background, it's that insight. You know, it's telling you, make sure to listen. Make sure to listen to what's coming in. Okay? The Eight of Pentacles. This is the best symphony that you've written so far for yourself, okay? This is the best symphony you've ever worked on, is what they're saying. And you know it, because the color's returning. The color of life, where things may have felt a little bland, a little bit like, same old, going inside my mind, same old fears, same old scaredy cat things. Now it's coming in colorful. You have the butterflies showing up. You're wearing the butterfly. It's around your neck. Okay? There's life where maybe there was more of a pause. Okay? The branches are not filled with leaves. But it feels like life around you is pulling you in. I like that. Listen to it, okay? Even if it's something that you've never done before. Maybe you were never a person of nature. Maybe it didn't interest you all that much. And you're going, I didn't really like that stuff. But now all of a sudden, you're feeling it. Inside yourself, you're going, yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like I'm being pulled towards it. And I feel like I really want to do it. Then go ahead and do it. Okay? You're looking for quality, not quantity right now. All these spirals in the background, the 9369. Queen of Cups showing up again. And the Queen of Pentacles. Ah, the growth. Get grounded. The Queen of Pentacles show up. So beautiful. They're not being too bad. These cards are really colorful, so you might not think as badly of them. Queen of Cups, but you see, this is what I'm saying. You are bringing this in, and look at it. Look at the beautiful blooms that are coming in, okay? Look at their receptivity. This is a card we got this morning, was the Queen of Cups. This lies within your empathic, your ability to receive, your introspective, your emotional center, okay? The love center of yourself. By understanding how you feel and your emotions, you're better able to, I don't know, bring a balance to the rest of the self. The Queen of Pentacles. When you become at one with nature, you get so much more from it, okay? You become, I don't know, nurturing, resourceful. There's a practicality that comes with that as well. It's an organized, beautiful, feminine force. It's not a weakness at all. Okay, so you have the master of the mind, and then right away you have the two queens. The queen of heart, soul, and body here coming in. You're putting all of these energies back into a balance. In the last reading, we ended with the Five of Cups. And we end this reading with the Five of Cups again. The things that have happened to you do not define you in a bad way. What I said this morning with the Five of Cups is, we always look at the cups that have fallen down and think to ourselves, but there's two cups behind, or maybe it's time for me to look at these three cups that fell. And we're always saying, well, the ones that are behind me are good cups, and the one that fell are bad cups. But are you looking at the whole picture? Why the cups fell? Can you refill those cups? Are the two cups behind you really good cups? Or are they just back-up cups? And they're keeping you where you are. Is the good good, or is it bad? And is the bad good? You have to look at the whole experience of the Five of Cups. Okay? The whole emotional upheaval of that card. And what felt out of balance, so that you can bring balance back in. So is it a gift to get you to go and get on track for what you want? Probably. Okay? Is your misfortune in the Five of Cups a fortunate thing that happened to get you going in the right place? I was talking this morning about people who overcome things only to realize that what they overcame wasn't really what they wanted. Is it because they never took time to figure out why they wanted what they wanted before they went after it, and when they got there realized that it was all in vain? Maybe. Are you luckier to figure that out now and realizing that you are happy where you are right at this moment, and take all your great fortune as a blessing and a curse, so that you're better able to handle it from a centered place, to know how to course correct as you go, and know that life is made to be overcome, but it's how you do it yourself. How do you overcome things? Do you overcome it on your terms, or do you let things arrive and take you and sweep you up into an obstacle course that you don't really want to be on? So I'm going to leave you with this. Spirit is saying, the trick to it all is that we will always be overcoming things, because when we're in a state of everything's been handled and fixed, we can fall into stagnancy. Life is an ebb and flow. So you will always have something to overcome. And we either become really in trouble if we have the obstacles overtake us, or the stagnancy does. So it's striking up the perfect balance. And how do you do that? When things that you expect and don't expect come into your life? It's the way you center yourself in that energy. Okay? So tomorrow we're going to be doing some healing. I love the healing readings. They're one of my favorites. And we're also going to be doing the upcoming week. I hope that you've enjoyed these. I did. They're so, wow, mind blown. Energy field blown, because they're so all, I don't know, they've got all that in a bag of chips, and I love that. By the way, that's one of my favorite sayings. Yeah. All right. Take care of yourself. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings, and I will see you tomorrow, Pisces.